Good Thursday morning, everyone. Welcome back to Weather with Sim again. I hope you guys are all having a great day so far. And in today's weather forecast, we are going to be going over what we can expect once again as we head into November, and models are starting to show even a more active pattern compared to what they showed the last few days. So, certainly going to be interesting when we take a look at it. And, we definitely will need to continue to keep an eye on this as malls continue to show this. But if you haven't liked and subscribed already, make sure to go down below and click that subscribe button. I really do appreciate you guys getting me up there towards 600 subscribers. But if you guys haven't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that way we can keep you guys updated with more future videos. And also don't forget to like I said, and of course leave any questions, comments, or concerns down below, and I'll get to those right after today's video. But let's first go ahead and take a look at the severe weather outlook for today. And as you guys can see, we do have a marginal risk for severe storms across parts there of the Midwest, which does include a pretty good portion there of Iowa into northern Missouri, parts there of extreme western Illinois, and as well as northeast Kansas will be the areas to watch the closest today. They did actually add a threat for some damaging wind. It's much smaller than the hail threat, but it is certainly going to be there. So you guys in places like northeast Missouri, including the Kansas City area, and as well as east Kansas will be the areas to watch for some damaging winds, and of course that large hail, as we also do have that threat for some large hail across the same areas, but it does extend into Iowa and as well as northern Missouri. So if you are under marginal risk for today, best thing to do is to make sure you are putting your cars into your garage so that way they are protected from any large hail that could occur. We're a little bit more concerned for today because, like I said, they did add that threat for some damaging winds, but it's still going to be pretty minor overall. So like I said, at least make sure you got your cars in your garage, and you're protecting anything else that can get damaged easily. But other than that, shouldn't really be a huge severe weather day once again. But let's look at tomorrow now, and severe weather will die down a lot, but we still have that risk for thunderstorms continuing across the lower Ohio Valley as we head into tomorrow. So this is just to say that that storm system will start to die down across parts there of Iowa, and then it will still continue to have a little bit of energy with it as it continues to move to the southeast. So something to even keep an eye on as we head to tomorrow. But like I said, it will die down, so we aren't expecting anything severe tomorrow, but we still could see a couple of showers and thunderstorms across the Ohio Valley. Let's now go ahead and take a look at what we can expect as we get closer to Halloween, and this is what we expect for the start of that storm system. It'll pretty much be bringing a lot of snow and heavy rain across parts there of Utah, Colorado, and as well as Wyoming. So those will be areas to watch closely for as this Halloween storm starts to get together, and then it starts to become more organized into more of a line of storms right there, as you guys can see. I don't know if this is really going to be that strong, but what I can tell you guys is that this will definitely bring a lot of rainfall. So this is still going to be something to keep an eye on, even though it may not be the worst. But this will still likely disrupt some Halloween plans, especially if you're going to be going trick-or-treating at night. So something to certainly keep an eye on, as this is still looking to be on the concerning side of things. That storm system will head out, but we might even start to see another storm system develop as we head after Halloween, and that will definitely be something to keep an eye on. So pretty much before and after Halloween is when we can expect more systems to develop. And look what happens as we continue to head into November 4th, where we start to see even another storm system develop across much of the central United States, with even the potential for Hurricane Patty. This one shows a Category 2 hurricane, so obviously not the strongest, but still going to be something to keep an eye on, though. It also doesn't show it very organized. So, this is starting to get more concerning as we continue to head into November. Like I said, models, are really starting to show a more active pattern as we head into November, but it's still going to remain uncertain on what exactly we see. We could either see, several storm systems move on through. We could just see that Halloween system move on through, and then the rest of the United States become dry, or we could see several storm systems plus Hurricane Patty. So, like I said, this is very uncertain still, but we will certainly keep an eye on it as we get into November, and we will keep you guys updated with the latest. And as you guys can see, by the time we head into November 5th, maybe even another storm system trying to get its act together across parts there of the Midwest. So, I mean, it looks like it could even be a storm system almost every day as we head into November, which is very crazy to think about. And then, maybe even some across the Northwest too as well, which is also another area to keep an eye on as well. Total precipitation, this is anywhere from now all the way to November 5th. This includes all the storm systems that we just looked at, and as you guys can see, well above average precipitation likely across parts there of the Northwest, as we could see anywhere from 4 to 5 inches of rainfall with some isolated totals of maybe up to 7 inches. And this isn't just going to occur all in one day. This is going to be, anywhere from now to November 5th, like I said. So pretty much during that time frame is when we can expect those amounts across the Northwest. But, we see a little bit lighter amounts there across the Midwest into the Ohio Valley. But, it's still going to be, an area to keep an eye on. And same with the East Coast. East Coast could definitely get some pretty good soaking rainfall too, as well, as we actually do really need it across this area in the Northeast, but we could also use it across the Ohio Valley and of course the Midwest especially. So we could use it across all three of those areas, as we head into the beginning of November. And Florida doesn't necessarily need it after both Hurricane Helene and Milton, but it's definitely has been a little bit dry there, so maybe we use a little bit there, but not really talking much though. Let's now go ahead and look at the Climate Prediction Center outlook, starting off with the 6 to 10 day outlook, which will be anywhere from October 29th all the way to November 2nd, including Halloween, where we can expect there to be well above average temperatures across much of the eastern United States. The highest chance of above average temperatures looks to be across the Great Lakes and Ohio Valley, so this is definitely going to be an area to watch for well above average temperatures as we continue to head into the end of this month and into the beginning of November, like I said. And then, not only that, we also see well below average temperatures out here across the western United States, so that will be another area to watch closely for. And then, for precipitation, well above average precipitation is certainly likely across the central United States, with below average precipitation likely across both the East Coast and as well as the southern west coast there of California. Let's now go ahead and look at the 8 to 14 day outlook, and as you guys can see, still pretty similar. The only difference is that we don't see as high as a chance of below or above average temperatures, but it is still going to be something to keep an eye on as we continue to head towards November. But again, above average precipitation, or temperatures rather, are still likely across parts there of the east, with above average precipitation still likely continuing across much of the central United States. We could start to see a little bit of an uptick in precipitation across parts there of the East Coast, and like I said, we could definitely use the rainfall a lot there across parts there of New England, as they are already seeing quite a bit of wildfires in that area. So like I said, we will need to keep an eye on it extremely closely, especially as we head into the beginning of November. Let's now go ahead and let you guys know about what we could see about this November. This is the latest from the National Weather Service, and what it's saying is almost the same thing that we took a look at last time, where we do expect there to be well above average temperatures across much of the southern United States heading into much of the eastern United States. So really the only area that may see some pretty good cold fronts is on the northwest, but the rest of it looks to be pretty well above average overall. Same with precipitation. We do expect there to be below average precipitation overall for November across the southern United States, but that's especially going to be from Arizona all the way back through Louisiana and Mississippi, while we do expect there to be above average precipitation there across the Northwest. So again, it is really going to be something that we do need to watch very closely, especially as we head into November. But thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope you guys did enjoy today's weather forecast. If you guys would like to stay tuned for more weather updates on Weather with Sim, make sure to go down below and click that subscribe button. Once again, thank you all so much for getting me up there towards 600 subscribers. I absolutely appreciate it. But again, if you'd like to stay tuned for more of this, make sure to go down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up too as well. Those help out more than you know. And of course, leave any questions, comments, or concerns down below. I will get to those right after today's video, and I hope you guys all have an amazing Thursday.